Okay, for Sandra for the blind. Okay, we're getting something that is make way, make way, make way, make way. This is something very interesting. It's like expansion coming in, a huge amount of growth coming in. You are going into a major growth streak. It feels like the next 6 months are big time growth for you. Don't know what that's about. There's going to be lots of lessons coming in. Lots of lessons, not just the big lessons that you see that bonk you in the head because they're just so damn obvious, but lots of lessons coming in the next 6 months. This is huge for you. Make way, make way. Yeah, okay. Lucy's in the house for you. And she is mirroring back to me the gesture that I just did. She's mirroring that back, but she's got like this gorgeous robe going on. So there's something about this that's very, very regal, very empressy energy coming through. Very much opening up and expanding. Personal guide coming through. Guardian angel and spirit family. This is coming through. Make way, make way. And see these arms expanded here? Huge. This is crazy when the cards do this. Yeah, Lucy is loving these cards for you. Talent guides coming through, spirit mentors and teachers. This is coming through. There's going to be talents that you're diving into that you haven't even explored yet. This is something that maybe you've thought about trying. It's almost like if you wanted to take the pottery class but never did it and haven't tried it, and then you decide, okay, fuck it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try this pottery class. Emotional desert. You're going to leave something behind. Now let's see what's going on here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you are learning something new. This is coming through with teacher and talent coming through again. There's just learning something new, the current of emotions that carries you, and the soulful appreciation. It's like you're appreciating the wander in the desert. You will appreciate the time that has passed. So right now, you might not be appreciative of this particular moment in time. 6 months from now, you will be much more appreciative of it. You'll see how this benefited you, how this helped you. Again, make way. It is like you have emerged from a cocoon and you don't even know it. Yeah, it's like the wind is carrying the back of this as this opens up. This robe is like unfurling back here, and it's beautiful. How to explain? Yeah, there's a little bit of air walking going on, which means you're walking like the fool would go off the cliff. Lucy's just walking right off of this plateau. In the air. She's walking on the air. It's like totally a faith walk that is huge. And that's not to do with religious anything. It's learning to trust yourself in a huge way. We're going to go to the hidden realms and see if we can see where you'll meet your guide. What's going on with that? Okay. All right. I'm going to show you these. We've got the gathering here, and this says community, kinship, and companionship. But this is where you're going to go meet your guide. This is take this visual. Take this visual as what you need it to be. I'm going to scooch it really close here. Close here so you can see. Yeah. This is where you'll go. This is where you go and meet your guides. Plural. There will be more than one. This is where you go and you get counsel. You sit. You see. You view. You screen. Yeah. This is a place of huge... This is like... sacred space, almost like a temple for you, a temple of learning for you to go into. Be very aware. You have to journey to get there is what I'm getting. The healing temple right here. Yeah, you have to journey to get there. Look, this is, if you're distant to this, and then this is as you get closer, this is where it is. It's one and the same place. It's just right now you're further away from going there on the regular. Go there on the regular. Start to begin to go there on the regular. This is something huge for you. And then this is seeing healing the earth, humility, and respect. This is showing what's going on. Now, this could be how your guides will come through, whether they come through as angels or whatever, star seeds, whatever they come through as for you. Allow them to come through as you see them. Don't doubt what it is that you see. Don't doubt when you are inspired or when you feel like, oh, this is just my imagination. No, don't doubt that. Let the teacher teach. Let yourself be open to the lesson coming through. This is huge for you. Huge. Now we're going to the relative tarot. And this is very much, it looks like old tin types and sometimes ancestors. Yes, there will be some there. I'm getting at least 7 people in this room. What's going on? Okay, yeah. In this, I'm getting at least 7 in there. So you're going in there and there's at least 7 in there. This is your squad really wanting you to participate with them a little bit more, wanting more interaction from you, whether it's in the meditation space, the dream space, whether it's in the journaling space, whatever it is for you. If you're walking through nature and you want to have some of them along the walk with you. Yes, her counsel. Yes, yes. Or the angel squad, the council, the guides, the teachers, whatever it is. Yeah, they're coming in. It's time for you to be very, very aware. Open yourself to the teaching lessons that are going on back and forth, back and forth. When you can and when you're ready, go in there, approach, and take a seat is what I'm getting. Take a seat, have a seat, because they're going to give you information. And then as you're walking the world, yes, yes, the path is going before you. Okay. There's something about overcoming a toxic trait from the past that's important, and you're learning to do this. And there's an assistance coming in. This is representing a toxic trait. The way you may have done relationships that didn't serve you in the past, it needs to go. It's coming through. It's got the word addiction, but it doesn't feel like this is an alcoholic addiction. This feels like more toxic, a toxic way of doing. You've learned a way of doing something that doesn't serve your highest good. Now you're outgrowing that, holding your boundaries, doing a little bit better. This is coming through as compass. This is something that's North Star. This is coming through right here, right here. You should be looking at the stars in the evenings coming up, particularly as the weather gets a little bit warmer, as spring goes into summer. Be looking, be looking, be looking. There's something in that is huge for you. This comes through a very, very strong guide. And then here's more. This is showing the council. Now this says entertainment on it, but what I'm getting is the grouping. The grouping is important. It's not so much, it's 3 people sitting behind and 1 here. This is the council coming through. The grouping. There's somebody that wants you to look through different lenses on this coming through. There's one of them that's, yeah. Look at the goggles here. Oh, okay. Thank you. Look at the goggles here on this guy. And if you think of how my guides have come through, and this guy with the goggles here, it's very much like, that's why I called Gogs, is because he came through with a little bit of goggles energy. This is where you're looking through things, through a different lens, at things to see, to move forward. Your council wants you to look through different lens. No More Punch and Judy show is coming through this. Now, this is interesting. No More Punch and Judy show coming through here. Again, this is talking about how you did relationships in the past. There's something about the Punch and Judy show that's truthy and offensive all at the same time. And it needs to be let go. And then here, we have basically sovereignty. It looks like Queen Victoria here. And this is what's coming through. You choosing how you want to do. You choosing how you set the standard, how you set the mode, and how you want it to be. And this is allowing this to come through. Teachers are coming through strong, strong, strong. What else do we get in here? Here we see you. This is you coming through, honey. Right here, right here. Watering the gifts, watering the ground around you, improving the talents, learning and sharing the talents, seeing things come through, this energy of spring coming through. You're going to have an extended spring. It's not so much that the weather around you is going to be like, but you know how the spring energy comes after this long, long winter energy? You're getting spring and it's going to go clear through fall. You're getting this energy of growth, expansion, soul expression, something new. This is huge. And this joyful energy that comes through, this energy of this I am, the individuation, the talent, the growth. It's like everything that you've been watering for so long is finally budding everywhere, coming up everywhere. Okay. And Lucy is also showing me, I so often see her in lavender. And she has taken and she's removed the lavender that she's wearing, and she's put on something that is like almost like a cloak of gossamer that's yellow. This is really coming in. You are being invited to change. Allow change to enter in, darling. This is what it is. Allow more of yourself to be shown, more of yourself to grow. Allow change to enter in. It's okay to change. You don't have to be locked into one version of yourself. Allow other versions of yourself to be present. Yeah. That's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen, I think it's the first time I've ever seen Lucy in yellow of any sort. Yeah. She's also accenting, showing a jar full of honey. This is something that you are the keeper of the honey, and it's time for you to enjoy some of the sweetness. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy cow, that's gorgeous. That's what I got for you, honey. I love it. I love it. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful reading. Yeah, I would be very aware. I'm going to show you these places one more time, how this goes, in case this is helpful to you down the track. There's that one, and it's like this is where you're trying to cross over to get to there, and this is how it is. Absolutely a stunner of a reading. That's what I've got for you. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sandra, it's going to be really, really good. And the jar full of honey is great. It's time for you to enjoy some of the sweetness. It's like you are overdue now. So you're letting go of anything that doesn't serve, anything that feels even remotely toxic. You're just done with, over it, beyond it, so to speak. All right. That's what I got for that. Let me get a little bit of water and we'll just keep going. So yeah. And Kim, let me know if we're ready to do the collective or if somebody's on the list, and we'll see what we can do. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, and something about this yellow sunshiny gossamer energy that was, yeah. So when your guides come through, pay attention. Pay attention when you're having time with your counsel and things like this, when you're going in the spiritual realm, when you're walking there, whether it's meditation or you're walking and you're having your guides walk with you out in the world and you're just walking around the park or walking around your neighborhood or whatever. Your guides can be as close as you want them to be very, very quickly. They aren't as limited as we tend to imagine them to be. All right. Okay, let's do a collective then. Wow, we're going to go to the City Tarot for the collective. This is a really weird one, but that's what we're going to do. It's kind of wild. That's where we're going. And this one is a little bit more of a gritty kind of a deck. I don't know why we're going to this one for collective, but we are. So that's where we're going. All right. Give me just a second. I'm going to take a minute with this one. I'm going to flip this down. We've got the King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Empress. There's this instability going on in the world, and this is asking us to look to what our spiritual truth is. Look to what our spiritual truth is. Don't look external. Don't look to somebody else leading this right now. Our own spiritual truth is what needs to be honored more. It feels like that we've been running a long race going on right now for a long time. It's been very, very difficult. The Divine Feminine is coming in strongly, strongly, strongly. People have forgotten. Yes, okay. This is reminding me of the central perk in the show Friends. It wasn't necessarily a real place, but the dynamic between the friends had a lot of truth that resonated with it. Even though their situational was, some would say extreme fantasy land because nobody could afford to do what they were doing in New York as far as that goes. The dynamic of the friends between there was important. The Empress is challenging us and asking us to build community, asking us to rely on friends, to create new friends. Again, create new friends, the Fool going forward. Create new friends. Take a leap of faith. Reach out to somebody you wouldn't normally reach out to. There is a preparation. Other people are ready to be reached out to as well on the other side of this. The moon is fading now. The sun is coming up. This is the moon just before the sunrise. You don't see much of the moon. The sun rises anyway. The sun's going to be clarifying. Things that have been hidden will be revealed. Things that have been deceptive or kind of half-truths will be shown to be what they are. We'll be able to see clearly and make a clear choice. The emotional gifting of understanding and honoring our own soul allows us to make a clear choice here. One isn't exactly as the other, nor is it a contest. It's a matter of getting up off of that bench and moving and doing something else, communicating more clearly, bringing more clear communication, allowing ourselves to be among others once again, and bring this harmonious energy in. We got the King of Cups energy here. Very opposite of this King of Wands energy. Very, very opposite. And this one is the one that's detaching from all the hyper-emotional, above and beyond active of stress. It needs to be detachment now. The emotions aren't there to guide you to just keep you on stress 24/7. No, it's time to switch that over to let your emotions serve you, work well for you, be more in charge of it. Wheel of Fortune. Remember your history. Remember the story that you want to create going forward. Two very important pieces. Remember something from the past. Remember how it was in the past and create a new version of history. Create a new story going forward. create new gifts, offer more, support where you can support, lend a hand where you can lend a hand. Reach out. Again, you see somebody on their own here, somebody reaching a hand here. This is the time for community to come through in a big, big way. The frustration that has been so prevalent is starting to fade, starting to fade. We are moving into this time of temperance. Now, some people are still stuck in the tower moment, but the temperance, I told you guys earlier this year, the temperance was coming in, coming in, coming in. Some of us are going to finish up our towers sooner and be on our path to temperance. It's at a different pace for everyone. Part of the community at large is still going through this tower. They haven't figured out that they can kick the rubble out of the way and rebuild something new. The temperance card is coming in, asking us to allow for balance. There's somehow time on this. We're going back. There is things, values, principles, things we've learned, archetypes and stories of archetypes that have echoed over the span of time, over and over and over. We're talking the long arc of history coming forward here, and temperance is balancing it. And just because something feels out of whack doesn't mean that there isn't balance that's happening. It doesn't mean there isn't healing that's happening. It might be that you associate with a lot of people that are really good-hearted people, and then you come across somebody that's kind of grinchy, stingy, or just a jerk every once in a while. There might be jerks out there in the world that you aren't dealing with every day, but they still have to figure out the temperance too. So you have to allow that there's going to be people in the world that are still thick as bricks. Yeah, that are still there, and they have to have their lessons and their curriculum too. That's what's going on in the collective. It's asking for us to be patient. It's asking for us to create community. It's asking for us to share what we can share from a place of love, a place of expansion, a place of empowerment, not a place of fear, not a place of, oh, I need to freak out. No. Again, I see King of Wands here, King of Cups here. This is like inspiring something. And sometimes this is when he's not in his best self. The King of Wands can, in the inverse, be very much narcissistic, ego-driven, and everybody needs to follow. Where the King of Cups rides out these emotional up and down, up and down, up and down, and realizes the emotions don't have to reign and rule and drive the bus. The emotions need to be balanced. Yeah, we're being asked to balance. Same deck, second deck. Let's see what else is the final on this. Okay, that part, yeah, delivered. Okay, all right. Now what do we need to know for just today? For just today and maybe the next few days, what do we need to be aware of? The Nine of Swords, it's going to be a painful awakening in order to move us forward, and then we move forward with quick excitement. That's what we've got. So don't let what is overwhelming to the mind consume the soul. Balance out the soul. This is a card of balance before momentum. That's what is being required of us. And then the momentum is there. The momentum for change, the momentum of the spring energy. Or when we look around us, we see the trees and the leaves are just budding. They're just little. But before we know it, the leaves are out and the tree is totally full again. This is what we're doing as a collective. This is what we're doing now. There's budding going on everywhere. We're leafing out. That's what I'm getting. And this is the time where we focus on what's to come, the expansion that's to come. This is important for us to remember the promise of spring. Remember the joy of spring that is coming. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. Yeah, my voice sounds like it's coming back. Yeah, it is coming back, but I've been doing a lot of cough drops still just to kind of keep things moving along. It's not quite 1,000% there, but it is coming along. So that's what I've got. All right. Kim, are we caught up on the list for today? I think we might be. Is your daughter Ariel ever going to find her person? Vision, I'll look at that. I'll throw 3 cards on it. Usually I do my free readings at the beginning of the show, and then we get on the paid list, but I'll throw 3 quick ones for you. These ones lately have been real teeth kickers. They've been real truth tellers. Very interesting little deck. It's been surprising me. Let's just take a quick look. And this will be the last one, and we'll see what's going on for your daughter. It's not going to be for a while yet. There's something that needs to be like a completion, a graduation, something where she completes something, finishes something, understands herself more fully is what I'm getting. There's a little bit of anxiety and stress about it. When that gets let go, then she gets to move forward. This is very interesting. Then we get the Harvester's card here. So when she quits worrying about it, that's when things start kicking in. So if she's doing things that are developing her as a person more, then that's going to be what attracts and draws somebody else. When you're looking for somebody else to complete you, it doesn't draw in anything other than usually dysfunction. When you feel like a complete and whole person on your own, that's when you draw in somebody else that actually is a complete and whole person on their own, and that is what helps move forward. So that's what I've got on that for you. So, okay. I think that if we're done, we're going to be probably done for today, and we'll call it kind of a short show for today. So I think that's what we'll do. I don't know if I'll be on with Phil. He'll be home tonight, and he'll be home in the next few days. I don't know if we're going to go on or not, or if I might come on Saturday. If not, for sure I'll be on Wednesday, maybe on Friday. Maybe we'll see. I want to talk to Phil on that first and see if he wants to do that. It's been a while, and I would love it if I could talk him into it, but we'll see how he's doing. I mean, man's working hard driving a truck somewhere, right? So that's what I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.